I've started to record so that then I can upload it. Yeah, so our topic today. Okay, so before we start on the topic, I got another question. This you don't have to answer now, but it is a you can think. Why is that uh, we don't feel the need or urgency for liberation? Okay, this is the question. Shall I repeat the question again? So why is that?
No, understood.
You understood?
Question is understood.
Okay, so I want you to ponder or think or analyze, investigate over it. Why we don't see the danger? This is one way of putting it, and then there's another way to put it. Why is that in the end, person starts to search on spirituality? Someday he will start, that whichever day that is. So the question is why? So two questions, answers are the same, but the way we are addressing is different. So first question is why we won't do it. There's no urgency for liberation. Number two is that why is that in the end, whenever that end is, the person starts to search. Okay, now what is Jeevi? We are supposed to be starting this today. So any thinking from your side?
We are going through Jeevi or these two questions?
No,
Wondering.
no. We can go through these two questions. I am okay, but we were supposed to discuss on Jeevi, and Lata
Yeah.
has been desperate to understand what is Jeevi. So I don't mind going through this question if both of you agree that okay, we'll go through this question.
Yeah, anything is fine.
No, you've been that day we opened one topic and you felt that oh we didn't touch Jeevi.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
no,
anything is fine. No, GB is also fine. These questions are also fine. Whatever but ones.
We will do one
okay.
thing. We will go through this the time limit, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Then we can go to Jeevi because we will not have a perfect answer. Then again, when we come back, we can think today or even today evening. We can come back. So my understanding of why there is no urgency is we are attracted by this world. Attracted. That means our mind is weak. We uh, because I have sent today one morning while walking. Now, shall I have shared with you?
Vishal, no, Vilas.
Sorry. Oh, Vilas, I have shared with you. Yeah.
That's okay.
And there it clearly says that kama, krodha, moda, amada, 2-3 things, they attract us. And because of that attraction, we think that we have a lot of things to do here in this world and we keep doing it. It attracts and we are doing it and again it attracts. Okay. And then by putting some X amount of effort, we are not sure spiritually we'll attain that moksha. Even though moksha is understood theoretically, we have no guarantee that we don't know time limit also. We say that millions and millions of life is required. So most of the people think that, okay, there is no interest also for most of the people. For spiritual seekers, interest is there, but again, they don't know when they will achieve. So because of which the urgency is not felt. But when you finish all this, your age, then these Pachendriyas, they don't have power to even enjoy the worldly. And they know that when you have gone through that so-called maturity is nothing but this is what we have seen, what we have done. That is not great. There is something beyond that. we start getting that feel. Because in front of us, samsara means it is maximum problems only we have seen throughout. So that is the reason people think whatever they rich they are, or they are possessing many things, degrees, everything, but something is missing within that. So then they started thinking that the spirituality is good, because they start thinking the loneliness there, the bigger circle is lost. More and more loneliness is nothing but spending time on their own. Once you understand spending time on their own, they think that any dependency on the world will not help. So during after a certain age, when all these bandhu bandhavas go away from us due to any reasons, including bharya na shushrushate, there is one padyana, gatram sankujitam gatir vigalita brishta chadantavalihi drishti narshati vaddate bhagirate vaktrancha lalayate vakyam nadriyate cha bandhava janaihi bharya na shushrushate. It says that means everybody goes out, including own son, wife, everybody, when you reach certain age. And they start giving advice. So that's the time you think that you lost. It is not worth. Then the spirituality. That is my high level feeling.
Good. Nice feeling. Lata, you want to say something?
The question is, Vilas, I want to ask a third question. Why people like us are early age having some interest?
That I will come to you.
Yeah.
But right now, what you
Yeah,
have given is good answer.
Uh,
Meaning, it is not that superficial, but it is not deep also. It's okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Lata, you can.
I should. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah, you
thinking.
should. There is no alternative.
Okay, I'm thinking from my perspective. Okay,
You can only
I
think from your
was
perspective.
right. I'm not. So from my perspective, I feel that I still have time. I still believe that I have time to get into it. I still have a lot of time, so I can get into it and then work for it. So then you get pulled by the other things, other priorities, and then you don't prioritize this. So you feel you have time, and then when you are a little bit older or so, or something like that, then you really realize, okay, now the time is running out, so you need to do something about it. So this is what I think. And then why is it that you feel that you have time, and then you get pulled by that? You will get pulled by your tendencies and impulses to do certain things in a certain way. So that will not allow you to get out of it. So this is my answer to your question. I'm thinking from my perspective.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. You should think from your perspective only.
Yeah, yeah. So this is my answer.
Okay, good. Fine. So, should we debate on that or shall we move into Viveka? Sorry, into Jeevi. Do you want more time to think, or shall I answer? And that will end this, whatever we want to discuss. Or you want to discuss over it?
We have given our inputs. Now I am interested to listen to you.
No, I can say.
10 minutes. Then we can go to other topic.
Okay, see, one simple answer is all the five senses are connected to breath. You don't even know the breath is going away. So there is no urgency. That's all. That's the answer.
Means what? All?
All the five senses
Yeah.
are connected to breath.
Yes.
So we don't see the breath.
Yeah, you don't see the life moving away.
Exactly.
That's why you feel you have time.
Yes. And towards the end, why you see it? Because you are seeing you're aged.
Yes,
And
exactly.
now you want to do something about it, which is too late. That's a one simple answer. There's no hidden answers. So if
Now,
we
if it is connected to breath,
hmm,
breathing happens, but it is not visible. Now, what is the urgency and what is the relation here?
Urgency is the prana is going along with the breath.
There is a fixed
Oh, it's
number of
going
breaths.
away.
Yes, it's going
Yes,
away. No,
yes,
you are not
yes.
getting new
Going
one.
away.
But prana is increasing when you reach middle age, na? From small to middle age. Then only it is reducing, right?
When you say it is increasing or decreasing, it is with relation to what? There is something which is going and the equal amount is coming, so it looks stable.
Yeah,
It is going is there, right?
up to middle age, yes.
Not middle age. From the time the
All the
person has
time.
taken birth, he starts the birth with a breath and he ends up death as breath only. What else does he do?
So you think that you have fixed number of breaths in this life.
You have
So you have
indeed you have fixed number of breaths.
yeah, correct. So that one by one, the breath is going away. And you don't see it because you still feel that you have a lot of time.
Once the prana is coming below a certain level, then this body cannot act according to its own wish. So then spirituality, right?
Then spirituality. See, when this happens, when the family goes far away and then the
Yeah.
person starts to feel lonely and his body is not in a position to take care and he is always in pain, and then that person starts to think on spiritual, and then he sees that whatever he did in the past is of no use, no matter how much he has accumulated. There's only fights for property and all that. There's nothing as such happening. So then he realizes or she realizes the mistake, but it is too late. And hence that person gets into spirituality towards the end of his life. And why the person doesn't get into it in the first place from immediately, because he doesn't know that every person comes with a fixed amount of breath. And once that number is reached, it's gone. No matter how much of what we can say oxygen is given through ventilator or whatever, it doesn't take, because that prana is not there. It's not about oxygen level, it is about prana. And each of these senses have prana only. So this question, what is Jeevi, is related to this actually. So what should you possess? Breath, if at all you want to possess. Not anything else. We are possessing everything else other than the breath. So there is no urgency. We can have discussion on this, why it is true or why it is false.
But this happens unknowingly, right?
Yeah, that is the Maya. You will not see the breath. One who understands what is breath will get liberated.
But if you see the breath, that means you are trying to understand reality. Means
Yes.
pranayama. Basically, it's a pranayama, right? Your awareness of your breathing.
Yes. Not the physical
But
pranayama.
when you are doing pranayama, awareness of your breathing, prana coming in, you have a controlled way, correct?
You are extending the prana. See,
Yeah, that's what.
in the physical pranayama, I'm not talking about the pranayama of Yoga Sutras. In the Hatha Yoga pranayama way, What you're doing is you are only looking at the prana extension, extending it by rechaka, kumbhaka, and all that. That is not what I'm talking at all. The pranayama, what Patanjali talks about, is about observing the prana, which happens after you have proper asana. Then you,
So,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, so much of prana is lost anyway via the senses and the mind and all that. We
Yes,
don't recognize even that.
yes.
So the thing is, idea is to collect all this prana and conserve it.
Then going outside
Yes, and then going outside. But then we are always, all the windows are open. So all the pranas keep going out.
from all the five senses.
And the sixth sense also, we ponder over it, you create stories out of it, you suffer with it. All that also is prana taking.
No, because of all these five senses, the sixth one takes maximum amount of power.
Maximum amount of power. Correct.
So now the person suffers. That Jeevi suffers now.
Yeah, that the GV suffer. That's what I was thinking. In the morning, also, in morning to evening, you sit in the office. If you're not careful and if you had so many tough things to handle, by evening you'll be so exhausted, even though you're not doing any physical work.
Correct.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
prana is completely gone, sucked out.
So what does Arishad
But if you
Varga?
have mental
Yeah.
stress, also prana will have problems, right? Mental
No,
stress.
that is what creates the problem. It's not physical. Physical prana going is very less. The exercises and all that what you will do, you are only doing for establishing a proper posture. If that is not followed, then you will have body ache because the prana is not able to move easily within the body. But what happens in the mind is much more dangerous than what happens physically.
Right.
So why we are not in urgent need is because we are totally ignorant of prana going away from below your nose itself.
Yeah, correct. So I think you have to be very, very careful about how you are depleting your prana. You should keep observing where your where your senses are running.
Yeah. As soon
And
as an object is taken, the prana goes away.
yeah, correct.
So if you don't take any object, prana stays.
Prana stays. But you are continuously taking, right? It's a avalanche of information which is coming up.
And so much of prana is gone.
Yeah, even if you are sitting inside your room only.
Yes, wherever you stay. So the heart attack happens when the prana is completely depleted.
Mm, right.
Prana is not Panchabhuta, right?
No,
No.
it's pure energy. What you call as
Yes.
consciousness or whatever, that is what it is. The power.
Just,
Yes.
just because a consciousness is there is why the prana comes. Otherwise, prana will not come.
And this prana goes away along with the out breath,
No, prana
which,
goes
which, which,
away.
which
Prana
along
goes.
with the air, right? In this
No,
case, Sukshma, in a Sukshma way.
yes, that's correct. But prana goes along with the five senses to the next existence.
Along with the five senses to the next
Because
existence. This
all the
statement
five
is
senses will have prana till it's
yes,
completely exhausted.
yes,
And the sixth sense, manas, is the one which keeps all the prana.
yeah.
So depending upon the tendencies, that is vasana, it goes wherever it has to go.
Yeah, everything travels together. Your mind, your senses, and the prana, everything goes together to the next body.
In search of the body. So what happens is that you don't have a home. That's what it is.
You keep, yeah, you keep wandering, and that's why you feel scared of dying also. Because right now you have a body, and then once you are out, you don't know where you are going.
And that is what we discussed last Tuesday when we all
Now,
met.
Yeah,
why that is really required? Another body.
Because of the
yeah,
karma, what is being done by the five
yeah.
senses.
You will
But
desperately
no, who
search
is
for a body.
yeah, who is looking for that body? Is it
You,
my manas is looking for the
Jiva,
body, or
jiva, jiva,
no, whatever you call as you is what is searching for it.
jiva.
that's unknowingly, right?
No, knowingly only. What unknowingly?
See here in this birth, clear. I am looking for the same body, but with a much more meaningful way, beautified way. But once I don't know what is next,
No, you
how
know
do I
what
know
it.
that I am looking for another body? I myself I don't know.
No,
These
no,
five organs, no idea. Mind, no idea. And karma, if you say it is only theory, but I am not able to sense it.
no. That is where the ignorance is, but that is where avidya is.
So if you observe your own mind, what is it that you're keeping in your mind, or majority of the time? And
Better
that,
than this, I should be somewhere.
no, no. So whatever you are keeping in your mind, that is what, because I think when you are out of the body, the discriminating intellect is gone. So then wherever that tendencies are coming up in the mind, it will take you there. You have no choice. You will be swept, like see, in Bhagavad Gita it is right there, right, like
You
the
like the air.
fragrance of the flower, the wind will carry. So you will be swept based on your tendencies. So if I look at myself, if
Yeah.
most of the time I'm thinking about my office work or family work or something, I also think, I'm not telling that I'm not thinking about spiritual things and all that, but the other one is also there, quite a bit. So my interpretation is, if I die now, I will get a similar kind of a life.
Whatever I am thinking, that I will
Yes.
get.
Similar kind of life I will get.
The only thing is my thought is frozen here. Then
Mm.
through some other media, it is going to another place. After that, I will have awareness.
Correct.
Hmm.
And it's not so
That,
easy to guess the body. So you keep searching for it.
that's the reason. See, for spiritual purpose, the moment if I say this is enough, nothing more needed. It's like after lunch we say, no, I'm full, enough. So if you
Ah,
have that kind of feeling, is also that a spiritual journey, right? There is nothing special
that,
needed.
yeah, that is correct. But then we think, even now we are talking in a very superficial level. That has not sunk in to us that, yeah, that's a real problem. So we need to really do something about it. So that is still not hit, if you know what I mean, in the deep
Yeah, got it.
core.
Still morning when we wake up, the whole day's plan will be ready.
Yeah. So that deeper realization is not there. Then we wouldn't be doing this, I'm sure.
If we have the deeper realization, then we will minimize all our activities. There is no need of all these activities. What we do.
Right. Correct. See, I have
If
minimized all my activities. Still, I'm no better.
I am,
See,
I was thinking recently I should have a good iPhone. I was thinking spiritually, is it right or wrong? We are used to that. I could have gone for a lower, some other version of iPhone. I don't know why I have gone to this iPhone.
No, no, no. That has
It's
got nothing to do with whether you will have an iPhone or iPad or
Correct.
computer, whatever. But see, it is not
You don't have
value driven.
to. You don't have to deprive yourself.
No, it is one thing I want to
Okay, I
clarify.
should not go for iPhone if I don't have money, right? That way.
No, it's not like that. Let me clarify to you. It's not about
Mm.
money. It's not a value-driven game. See, the problem with us is we have made life a value-driven game.
Yes.
What is the value of iPhone over Android phone? They both are phone. Yes or no?
Both are phone, that is yes.
Wait for a second. Now you have gone for a better phone. Let's put it that
Yes.
way.
Yeah, better phone, correct.
That's all what you have done. So why do you assemble itself in your mind to say it is iPhone 13 what you have bought?
Yeah. I have not gone for 13 or I have not gone for
For 15
social
or
status. I have
12
gone
or
for convenience. Then it's okay, right?
yes, that's what I'm telling you. See, you working in this organization is for convenience, not for projecting, right?
Mhm.
How does it really matter? This is where we are having misunderstanding on should you be working, should you not be working, should you be with your family, should you not be with your family. It is a crazy idea because your mind starts to move,
Mm.
and along with that, prana also goes away.
So do whatever you want to do without guilty consciousness.
Exactly. See, now you bought that iPhone 13. Why did you buy? You bought because that other phone was not working.
Correct. 1 year I struggled. Yes.
So 1 year you struggled or one day you struggled. There was a problem, right? So you have addressed the problem.
Okay.
So why should somebody feel that I shouldn't have gone for iPhone 13 or whatever that is, that model is? It has got nothing to do with that model. You are used to just like you are used to South Canara food, you are used to Apple products,
Yes, correct.
and you find comfortable, and you went and bought it. This is the first thing.
That's
Second thing,
story ends. Yes.
second thing, what you should not do, even though you don't have ability to go and buy that phone, there are some people who would swear that that is the one I need to buy, no matter beg, borrow, steal.
That is wrong.
That is not good. See, you happen to be in America, so you bought the phone. How does it matter? So you got the opportunity, you bought it. You got an opportunity to work here, you're working. That's got nothing to do with social status or shouldn't you be working at all, you should give up
So
all.
it will not add value to spirituality or it will not bring down the spirituality. It is just an action has happened, right?
Exactly. That is what Bhagavad Gita is all about. You do what you are supposed to do. That is a role. That's what I have been telling from beginning. It's a role-based play.
Yes.
So we are playing a role of an employee. So play the role of an employee. That's all. I am playing a role of a consultant. I have to play the role. That's all. I'm not the consultant. I'm playing a role of a consultant.
Yes. Correct. I am not consultant. I'm playing the role. Correct.
And so now, if supposing I need to come to this Southfield office, then I need to come to this office, right?
Yeah.
So there's no point in complaining. No, I don't want to come. I have to come. And if there is deductions in my salary than consulting fees, so be it. What's my problem? Oh, okay. You have to pay 30% tax? Pay. Why should I do something to change it? Because with every change, prana goes out.
Mm.
That's the problem.
Every action, prana goes out. That means
So
if I am more stressed, more prana goes out.
exactly. So if more prana
Don't bring
goes,
stress factor. Yes.
with the more prana going out, that person will, his physical body also get depleted and his mental body also gets depleted. So that person's whatever he has collected as prana will depart sooner than what it should be. So now he is out of the body. So we should have yama over prana.
Mm.
and becomes pranayama. Where you should put prana, where you should not put prana, we should know. So it really doesn't matter, but whether you are going to one place to meet your family members or your son or daughter or whatever, or they stay along with you or they don't stay along with you, it doesn't really matter. It is not about who stays with you, who doesn't stay with you, whether you should be working or you should not be working at all, whether you should be deprived of food or not deprived of food. All those are really tucha. It means nonsense way of talking. Because with all of those, you are losing prana only. Isn't it or not?
Yeah, yeah.
So what's the point? So now we come to Jeevi. So Jeevi is five senses plus mind plus prana. Got it? That's all is Jeevi.
We is five senses, mind,
Plus
and prana.
prana.
This intellect.
Now that is the problem we have to solve. Intellect, buddhi. How do you get buddhi?
How do we get buddhi? We get buddhi based on our karma again.
No. You get
Karma
buddhi.
anusarena buddhi.
Wait, for karma to happen, um, you require punya.
Yes, yes,
Okay, so
yes,
buddhi comes due to punya. Manka buddhi happens due to papa
yes.
or manda buddhi. So five senses remain the same, mind remains the same, but the intellect is not there.
Correct.
That being will now suffer till its end of its life.
Mm.
So the reason why we don't do what we do is because we solely rely on the intellect and do all kind of nonsense things. In the next life, that intellect is reduced, which is punya related. So you don't know how much of intellect you are going to get.
So intellect finally is a superior, right, in this human being.
No, it is not superior. There are many other states which are more superior.
Buddhi vihina pashu samanaha visena. So that
Correct.
means if you don't have buddhi, you cannot decide that you have to go in this direction. So
That is
decision
correct.
making process itself will be very manda. So
Correct.
it may take so many births to again come back to better buddhi. So since we are having Manushya and we are having this intellect, something is sharp, our intellect. So if you use this intellect properly, you will get that result. But again, intellect is highly influenced by vasanas, right?
That is what I'm telling you. But
Huh.
vasana, samskara, and karma create
Vasana.
a bandhana, bondage.
Yes.
That bondage is in two directional, one towards punya, one towards papa. Even for punya phala, you should have same vasana. So vasana, samskara and karma are required for all the two types. So if I'm an average performer, I'm average performer not because I'm an average performer, because the intellect is average.
Yes.
So if I'm a superior performer, is not because I am superior, it's because the intellect is superior. Got it? And Jnana Indriya is what we call, that is where the buddhi is. It can have Sujnana, it can have Dujnana or Durjnana. If it has Sujnana, it will do good things. If it has Dujnana, it will do bad things. The senses. And that is suffering. Totally. This is also suffering, that is also suffering. So we have to, in our life, keep on doing punya. If you want to exist in a better place.
No, purpose is not existing but better place. Purpose is moksha.
No, that is separate.
So in
So,
that case,
in that case, the mind should not move. The prana should not move out.
prana should not move out, which means you have to extend your life maybe from 100 years to
No,
300 to 400 years, like Babaji.
no. That is not what I'm saying. You will still die. Your body will still die.
Or you will die with full awareness.
You will die with full awareness. So you will not be reborn.
So the people, when they die with the full awareness,
They are in samadhi.
they are in samadhi.
So what
Here, what is dying here? Dying is leaving the body and going away, right?
That's all. The body is left.
Left without any pain, without any feeling.
Without any desire for arriving.
So there is no, again coming back to samsara. So you have no desires of this, any points of the samsara. Either my dream of becoming something better person or becoming some great person.
Yes.
So this is enough. The moment I get a feel this is enough for me, can I say I am away from this bandhana?
Yes, you will break that bandhana. That's all.
See, enough for me is when you reach something. Okay.
That is the problem.
You have sufficient money to live, enough. Now
you will
I don't
not.
have to do
You will
anything
you
beyond
will
that.
you will not.
But
no. But
whatever you earned, you may lose. In that case.
No. You will not get into that stage at all. No human being, no deva, no Brahma or anybody will get that chance at all to say this is enough. Because senses, they are open, they are bottomless bucket. You cannot fulfill.
They are open, yes.
You will not be able to get that stage where you feel it's sufficient. It's always insufficient.
It always says innu beku. I need more.
Yes. Not if not more, it is insufficient. Simple.
Yes.
So nobody will get into that opportunity at all. Or nobody will be given that opportunity in the first place. Otherwise, even the richest of the richest person by now would have said, I don't want anything. Would he say? No.
More you have money, your desire will increase further. Only poor person will be there only. He says, okay, enough.
No, he will not. He is pursuing for that and the other person doesn't want it to go. That's all.
Yeah. So the richest people, say politically rich, they want much more than that. Our industry rich. But a person who is okay for day-to-day eating, he is getting something and is like a daily labor. They are much more satisfied compared to others.
No, they are not.
They know that for today it is today. For tomorrow, let me think of for tomorrow.
No, they are not. They are deprived, so they don't know. They are in a helpless situation, so they will be cursing themselves. So nobody is like that. Only a Muni can be like that.
But who is a happier? Is it a
Nobody.
rich person or a poor person, or no
Nobody.
relation between these two?
Nobody is happy.
There is no relatively happiness.
There is nothing called as relative happiness. It's either you are happy or you are unhappy. When you give up everything, you are happy. If you are
So it
possessing,
doesn't matter whether you are poor or rich. Huh?
poor or rich is in the sense of assets or in sense of money or whatever it is.
Mhm. So when you see something good, we are happy. That is not the real happiness, right?
Now, when you see something good, you are seeing it because of your punya phala, not because of anything else.
Yeah, that is nothing to do with my happiness. It is
That
just
is, it is just seeing.
an expression.
Yes, that's all. See, now we are in this Southfield building right
Yes,
now, right? So, due to punya phala, we are sitting here.
correct.
So that nobody else can come here, right?
Mm.
Only you can go.
Yes,
So you can enjoy the comfort
that's true.
of five senses. The same five senses is there with a laborer also. In fact, there are people who are cleaning this building outside,
Yeah.
but they are in the building only.
Mm.
But they can't be enjoying this what you are enjoying. It is a relative.
Yes, yes, yes.
The
That is the
build,
punya phala. Understood.
now I am able to sit here in one conference room and talking to you. Isn't it the highest punya phala I can think of
Mm. Yes,
in that way, in that relative sense?
yes.
So, is there anybody who is coming here and asking me, why are you sitting here?
Now you have, that's already, it's given to you.
Given to
That
me.
yeah.
Yes, it's given to me. And is anybody asking me, do you having access card to come here? No,
Once you are in, I think it's all already done. All
it's already
check.
done. So that is how this will work. So your punya phala keeps on working like this. Papa phala also works keeping like that.
Yeah. Now see, the thing is mindset. When before entering your mindset, okay, there are so many people there in the PGs. Their mindset when they are in PG, and when they come in the inside this our office, they get very comfort and their mindset. The mindset is same, right? Whether there or here. A
No,
person happy will be happy there and here inside
no,
both.
no, 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 no. It's
Person
not
is
like
not happy, he will not be happy in both places.
no, you have missed the whole point. Even though I'm happy here, there is a sense of insecurity all the time.
That is there.
That robs your happiness anyway.
Mm.
How long will I be sitting in this building?
Time limited.
It's limited, right?
Mm.
And then what happens? I have to go home. At that time, what happens? Do I remember
Then
Southfield?
you have to manage everything on your own cleaning when you go home.
No, not only that. I am sitting once I am in the cab. What is? Do I still enjoy that Southfield?
No.
Now I am worried about what time the cab reaches home.
Yes.
Then once at home, will I be anxious about that cab? No. Now I'm
No.
anxious
You will
about
be looking forward.
I'm looking forward to be at home. So now I'm at my home. Now I get involved with the home. So am I happy with home now? No, there are many activities which are lined up for me.
Yeah. But here, if you ask the question whether I am happy, it is mindset, right?
It is only a
Whether you
relative
are in
term.
office or home, happy person will be always happy.
So how do you get happiness?
That is not with the external thing. It is internal happiness.
What is internal? Your mind should not move out. That means your prana should not
But
go out.
no, no. The thing is, even happy people also,
Hmm.
they The aging is there, but it may not be as fast as others.
No, no, no. I'm not talking body aging at all. But you are literally missing my point. It is not bodily aging. Body aging is one part of it. But mentally, you are not aging, if you have realized. Nobody ages mentally.
Yeah. For mental, there is no aging, right?
Ha. That is where the prana keeps
It
on
keep on
going.
accumulating things, keep on doing something.
No, the mentally there is no age. Physically there is aging. Now the
Yes.
mind is the one which utilizes the maximum power, prana.
Mm.
So the lesser the prana you get, the more suffering you have. The more the prana, then there is no suffering. So the objective here,
Willpower. It's called willpower then.
no, you call by whatever term, it's only prana. So if you know the prana, you have understood what you are. So you have to have yama over where it should go, where it should not go. Now you have controlled the mind
Mm.
from going towards external objects. And hence you will not suffer. You will be always happy irrespective of the condition.
Mm.
Yeah, Lata, you have become silent.
I'm listening to your conversation.
Okay. So the thing is like this, but prana is associated with six senses, 5 plus 1.
Yes.
From all the six senses, the prana keeps on going out. It doesn't come in.
Mm.
Okay. And that's the reason after 60, 65, 70, the person's prana is reduced. His mind is
Yes.
not reduced. His prana is reduced.
Yes.
All the six senses now cannot function as they used to function when he was an youth.
Mm.
And he speaks slowly, he walks slowly, he sits slowly, and does everything slowly, right?
Yeah.
You are seeing his physical, but mentally he wants to do it, correct, as he was doing earlier.
Yes.
But physically he is incapable.
Body is not listening to him. Yes.
Body was not listening even before, but now it is quite evident.
Mm.
Now is he happy? He has a lot of money, let's say. Is he happy?
He cannot digest food. I will be happy.
Ha. Now you see the fun. You are asking me, it should be something sufficient. What is sufficient? There is no answer to that. There's nothing called sufficient or insufficient. It's the
Mm.
state of the mind, which, if you don't allow you as prana, or you as what we can say, you as consciousness or chaitanya or whatever name, or Brahman or Atman or Ishwara, whatever name we can define that as. If you are in control of the situation with the five senses and the mind, you will not suffer along with them. If you are part of the five senses and the mind, then your suffering is guaranteed, because their natural tendency is go behind sense objects.
I think if you bring the worry alone under control, most of the things achieved.
What is worry?
Worry is insecurity.
No, worry is the sight what you see, you cannot reproduce again. The sound what you hear, you cannot reproduce again. The taste what you get cannot be reproduced, and you want it to be reproduced all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the worry. There's no
That
other
you
worry.
may not. Yes. What I am today, if I don't get the same thing tomorrow, then it is worry. If I get better than this, then it is happiness, right?
If you get what?
Better than what I am today. Quality overall.
Yes.
But mind says it is mine. It connects immediately with me. Spirituality says you don't connect anything with you. So when you don't connect, there's nothing to gain, nothing to lose. You are always happy, right?
Yes. So when you don't have anything to gain or lose, then you have achieved what has to be achieved, where the prana is not going out. So when the life ends, it doesn't
But
go.
we'll ask one thing. Now you are Jivan Mukta. Prana is there to its full level. Okay. Only when Prarabdha comes, then that Jiva will attain moksha. Or it's already attained moksha.
We will take up that jiva, how it attains moksha later, but first let us sort out the five senses and the mind. Then we will
Okay.
understand.
What you're talking is understood like this. All these five senses, they consume prana.
Correct.
And with that, depending on your problem, all five senses also you will have the issues. It may consume so much of prana. Then you are quickly finished. If you start controlling one sense after another, at least first is my close your eyes so that you will not see anything. Then you have nothing there. You are going to lose. So similarly, if you start closing all these five senses, disconnecting from the mind, during that time, in the mind, there will be some big change happening. That means there is nothing to process for mind, nothing to even think about again coming back to samsara because you are already disconnected. Can I say that way?
Yes, fairly okay. So what we can do is we can dwell on that. Tomorrow you think it over better.
Mm. Mm.
The gv is slightly, you know, more deeper than what we are talking. So first thing we need to understand what the five senses and mind will do and what will not do. Then we will come to a state of understanding what is jivana. Then we'll understand what is a jivi and how it is connected with jagat. And why does Shankaracharya don't split up jivi and jagat as separate? So let's go step by step. So first, today you, for the whole day, look at
Mm.
how and where the five senses are taking. There would be worry.
Mm.
You just watch it and look at your prana. If you start watching the breath, the worry goes away.
Yes.
Why? Because the prana is not going out.
That means your attention is diverted from these five organs to your neutral breath.
Mm. Which is where prana exists. Prana is neutral.
Okay, one thing here. See, generally I get 7 hours sleep. Today, all of a sudden, 3:45, I woke up because of some dream, and then I realized outside the temperature was hot. I could remember that dream because I woke up in between. During this, what happened now? My prana level is not as good as other day because not sufficient sleep.
Correct. So now if you,
Because I was unable to sleep, my prana level has come down today temporarily. It will go up after I sleep for
no,
some time.
if you want
So
to,
how do you define this with respect to all these 4 or 5 organs related on? This is nothing to do with 5 organs. This is something
no, it is related.
sleep related.
It is related. So don't worry. Now what you do is you sit for 15-20 minutes after what we speak. If you don't have
Ah,
any meeting right now,
yeah.
just watch your breath and your prana becomes full, as though
Really? Okay, let me try today.
you had full sleep.
Hmm.
Try it
That's
out.
interesting.
Try it out. You'll come to know for yourself.
The concept point of view, I fully agree.
Okay, so we need to end. I need to go for that meeting.
Sure. 9:25. Sure.
Lata, any final thoughts or shall we meet tomorrow?
Yeah, we will meet tomorrow, Vilas.
Okay, good day to both of you then.
Good day, Vilas.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
Bye.
you.
bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.